Hello everybody. I'm finally back. I haven't done any live streams in like 3 weeks. So I'm back again. I'm gonna try and do some more daily streams if I could. I was planning on streaming this last week, but like schoolwork and family business got in the way. Just random stuff like that. But now we're gonna go into the We Happy Few first DLC out of the 3, which I waited a very long time for this. I waited about 6 months, I believe. 6 or longer, something like that. But I've already seen like the first 10 minutes of this, but I haven't seen anything beyond that. And I've heard that this DLC is about like 1 or 2 hours long, about that long. But I'll just quit rambling right now, and I'll begin. It's taking a while to load. Well, it usually does that. There we go. Okay. Actually, wait. Let me see if our subtitles on. Oh, okay, yeah, it is on. Good. I will begin the new DLC. I'll go normal. I usually do normal in these types of games. Loading screen looks cool. I'm pretty sure you play as Roger in this. I'm pretty sure. Oh.
I used to wonder if there were other forms of life, other people on other planets. I used to wonder if they would be friendly. I don't wonder that anymore.
Oh
my God! I've got to save him!
I've seen this part before. I haven't got like past this fight.
Oh!
Oh, it's a torture shot.
And then, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, it got worse.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't I back up a bit? What was it Moo wanted me to buy? Why didn't I write it down? Maybe he already gave Viv the list. Oh, and I have to pick up that headlamp from Peggy. I hope that's not awkward.
Man, it feels good to play this game again. I haven't played in a really long time, actually. Oh, jeez.
Marvelous, isn't it? Lovely day for it.
So, I'm wondering... Ooh, this looks like a nice inventory system. Okay, so there's no map, which is interesting. I take joy? No. So I haven't seen past here yet, so this is all new to me.
Hello, Viv. How have you been? I've got a list of things.
I know about you and James, you know?
You do?
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Oh. Good.
A lot of people don't like Irishmen. But I say, if someone can lose that ridiculous accent and go to the C of E, we must treat them as if they were actually British.
That's very kind of you. We're not Irish.
Of course you're not. A nod is as good as a wink.
What can I buy? How much money do I have? Oh yeah, $400. Short spike. Buy like 2 of those. I'll probably need healing bomb in the future.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll save all the polarity device. Britain shall overcome. Buy your next war bond today. This is a happy place. Hello.
Just a minute. Roger Bacon! I haven't seen you in... How long has it been?
Look, sorry to bother. Dr. Faraday hoped you might be
come
done
in.
with...
Come in! I've just made a pot of tea.
I really can't. Dr. F's got me hopping today.
You always say that. And you have frog. That came out a bit off, didn't it? Sometimes I just put my foot in it.
She loaned you her... that bobby hat with a headlamp on it.
Oh, I have no idea where it
Why
is.
does she need a bobby hat?
But I bet I could find it if you helped me look. I bet you'd be very stern as a policeman.
Peggy.
It's like
Oh,
someone's a little
just
crush
say
on me.
it. You wouldn't want me if I were the last girl on earth. You think I'm ugly and stupid,
No. You're clever and beautiful.
but there's just something horribly wrong with me. Look, take your stupid headlamp. I never wanted it anyway. I just wanted to see you.
Peggy,
Goodbye.
well, lovely to see you. Bye.
Oh, she just closed the shutters on me. Hang on, wait. Is there a skill tree? No. At home. There's no, oh, the home is the Faraday place, obviously.
Oh, shit. James? James! Come in!
I wonder if that was the portal from Arkham, maybe?
The house is trying to kill me.
Dearest Moon, have you ever wondered how a fertilized egg turns into a man? I mean, 1 minute he's a single cell, and 9 months later he's waving his hands and fingers around, and he's got his personality too. My brother, for instance, was always trouble. He never was happy longer than an hour, not even on his birthday. He was like that one day he came out. Wouldn't sleep, cried all the time, never did a nice thing for anyone unless he had a plan to get something back. Somewhere in that tiny egg must be all the instructions for building the man. Wasn't there? A whole library full of instructions. No bigger than a strand of protein. Imagine that? An instruction set made of only molecules. Who could read such a thing? And yet it must exist, because the egg is too small to fit anything else. I wonder why you turned into someone I love. There must be so many different dice rolled each time a baby is made, and yet they all come out the right way. I wonder what I did right that made God made a man for me to love. Love, puppy.
I wonder if we'd ever have got together if things had been different.
Sounds like James and Roger are actually in a relationship, which explains why in the original game we had all this in a hole. Oh wait, will the gas coming get me? Oh.
This is all going to be my fault somehow.
Oh god. Okay, hang on. Oh no. Turn off. Please. Turn off.
Take your joy immediately.
Run.
You take your
in
joy
here.
immediately.
James! James! Are you breathing? You're breathing. Okay. Okay. Dr. Faraday!
Oh my god.
James. I feel like I've been run over by lead balloons.
That's a saying.
What
Lead
the hell
balloons.
did you do now, Pop? I guess you're all right, James. Where is she? I think she finally made a portal.
You think?
Don't be ridiculous. There was a hole in the floor, and she fell into it. Then the hole fell in with her, and they were both gone.
Well, in any event, we have to find her.
We don't know where she went.
She could be hurt.
Oh, all right then.
She must have left some note somewhere. You know how she is about notes.
Maybe there's a hidden mechanism. It'd be just like her.
You're not wrong.
Where
would
would she
have a
hide a
mechanism.
secret
Fake.
mechanism?
14 Sovereign. Any notes? Ooh, notes. November 4th, 1961. We seem to have hit some caverns. That's handy. The basement has become a bit claustrophobic. With all my new friends, dig we must. I better tell Watson to oil the hatch. Don't want awkward questions from Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And to think it all began as a root cellar. The root cellar, I guess we're looking for. Any notes here? Can I pick that up? No. Oh god.
You take your joy.
The Numpty chief has sent me to redo all his calculations. He near blew up the lab last Wednesday by dropping a decimal point. Haven't been sleeping well. Formula keep chasing each other around. Formula keep chasing each other around my brain, trying to link up. Oddest thing, one of his formula has two answers. The first clearly what he wants, but every number has two square roots, doesn't it? The positive and the negative. So while it could be a positive particle going forth in time, it could equally be a negative particle going backwards. What would that mean for the curvature of space? Somehow it turns back on itself? Could you bend it all the way to place two distant points side by side? Of course, just because the math has two solutions doesn't mean the physical reality corresponds, or does it? Just try to explain any hints of his numptiness. January 29th, 1957. The figures say I can open a portal, but I can't fix where the other end goes. That's rather useless. Most of space is space. What's the use of a portal between stars? I suppose you could name the constellations you were seeing whilst the void was sucking the air out of your lungs. Well, that's a morbid way to end it.
Portals. She was always
you can
talking
still
about
get me?
portals, but
Come on, go.
I never thought she'd actually.
How do you hit me from there? Hey, wait. Disable this.
You take your joy immediately.
There we go. Ooh, can I get that? James and Roger, which one of you two numpties put away my slide rule? Do not put away my slide rule. Leave it on the lab table, that's where I use it. Now please locate it wherever you have hidden it and bring it back. F.
Of course,
Or
it's our
Faraday.
fault. It's never her fault.
For notes. Didn't see anything in there. I mentioned the root cellar, so it's probably like in the back or something. Oh, where did I pick that power cell from? Ooh, notes. Dearest Puppy, Dr. F got a note on the blower about a new shipment of apples over the bridge. I'm going down to see how many apples I can get before they're all gone. I can make you a crumble. Love, your Moo.
Why don't we farm anymore? We used to farm.
So, root cellar? Is this a root cellar? No. Healing Bob, no. Sandy. Oh. To pick these up. Gilead Rose. Oh, no. Please leave the greenhouse door cracked open during the day. If bees can't get in, we shan't have any rose hips in the winter. Not fond of scurvy, are you? Faraday.
I suppose she's right about the bees.
Back. Where else would a root cellar be? Should be in the back. What is this? Just random piece of wood, I guess. I wonder if this is canon, and this all did happen, and is connected to the main game. Oh, man, this is a long one. Dearest Moo, do you suppose there's any tribes left in the world that we have not found? Stone Age tribes living in, I don't know, the Amazonian jungle? Or some supposedly deserted island? What would it be like to be one of those tribesmen and one day an aeroplane lands on the beach? With what awe and wonder would that tribesman attempt to comprehend the man who stepped down out of the cockpit? But what roots would that tribesman have to teach the aviator? He must know hundreds of herbs and roots. He must have a medicine, secret poultice, I don't know, I'll skip that word, that without any help of science can heal the aviator's wounds. Oh, science has not yet learned all the secrets of the medicine man, no matter what the biochemist will tell you. What does he know about time? Whose time is unregimented? What does he see when he looks at the living jungle, which is only greenery to the Western man in his boots and eyeglasses? The aviator, too, must approach the aborigine with awe? I don't know. I am both the tribesman and the air... again, that word. And you are the fascinating unknown that lies just beyond the other's eyes. Every day I seek to learn your language. Every day I try to see the world the way you will see it. You will know if I ever will, but I am always your beloved. Puppy, please.
I wonder how much he really understands me. I wonder how much I really understand him.
But where is this root cellar? Ooh, back here maybe? Not, oh, no, it's just wood paneling. So it has to be inside. I checked all around. Locked. Anything in here? No. Anything in here? Oh, no. Dear Puppy, can you pick up some flour, barley, if that's all they have? I made you pies, so we're all out. Love, your Moo.
Those were fantastic pies. We're going to need 3 power cells to fire this up.
Find 3 power cells.
What was that
Whoa.
in there?
Never knew that was there.
Where are you?
In the basement!
We don't have a...
Finds the basement. Ooh, modeling crystals.
We have a basement? Did she tell you we had a basement?
No.
Puppy.
So I guess Roger calls James Puppy and James calls Roger Moo. That's a big cave down there.
I've tried to be sensible, pup.
Go down the hatch. What's behind this? Oh, just pipes. Oh. It's just a random button, but we have to press the button.
What do you think that button does?
Don't press the button if you don't know what it does.
Well, yeah, but you have to press the button. You don't have anything else to do.
Sweet baby roses!
Whoa.
Who built this?
Robots.
Dr. F, I think. It just goes down and down, doesn't it? Shut up, Nick.
Ooh, there's a
What
robot.
the hell was that?
That was obviously a robot.
Don't I feel stupid now? I could see it was a bloody robot. Why didn't she tell us she was making robots?
I suppose that's how she made this facility. But what is it for?
Portals, probably? She keeps talking about portals in the notes.
Have you ever, in your wildest dreams, ever imagined a place like this?
Well, yes, but it didn't have gravity.
Did you dream we were living on top of one?
That's pretty cool. Stranger in a strange land. More notes. A great day in the saga of experimental physics. At 3:07 a.m. I folded space in the Q dimension by opening a portal. If only I could lay it out to someone who keens to physics like I do. Good news is the whereabouts of the other end of the portal is not random after all. It's attracted to mass, so the odds of snapping to a planet are much, much higher. Bad news, the odds of snapping into a star are astronomically, ha ha ha, Helen, higher. As I worked out after I opened a tiny portal and melted half the lab. Thank Murphy I wasn't in front of it. Once I found how not to stick a portal into a star, I'll try that again. October 31st, 1959. So she's been building at this place for years. Quite hard concentrating today, as idiots keep rapping on my front door begging for sweets. I'm going to electrify the fence. But you don't have a fence outside. Fascinating news. More of those bony blue crystals began growing on the walls the moment the portal opened, and then kept growing until it closed. Are they a substance that wafted through a portal? Or is their crystal matrix a function of the Q-dimensional fold somehow? I'm no materials engineer, alas, and if I told Numpty, he'd commandeer my lab.
My God, she did it! She made a portal!
So it sounds like that's
Why didn't she tell us?
Sounds like the modeling crystals and modeling itself is like from another dimension called the Q. Ooh, a little rat pinata from the from Arthur's intro. What's down there? Ooh, ray gun.
Don't touch that!
Why not?
You don't know how powerful it is. You don't know what it does, or how to make it work.
I just pull this trigger, don't I?
For fuck's sake, Roger!
Shoot the red barrels. Whoa. I like the explosion effect. Charge it? Yeah.
Put
Nice.
that away. For God's sake.
You're no fun.
No, indeed. I am no fun at all.
Oh, someone's in a mood. I'm going to go see what's behind those doors.
Don't you think we should figure out what this equipment does first? Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you do that.
Be careful, all right?
You think too much.
That's really silly. So, I don't need to use healing bomb yet. Power.
radio works.
I literally left you for 2 seconds.
Could you,
I literally
could you come
left you
back
for
and
2
shoot
seconds
him?
and you're already being attacked by robots. Melee. Whoa, you can use that.
Sorry to be a bother. I just hate to think how you'd manage if I was dead.
I think we should go back upstairs and maybe start running and keep running till we've gone across a few bridges.
We have to rescue Dr. F.
What if there are more of these things?
That's why we have to rescue her. Something's obviously gone wrong with her robots.
Are you sure they're hers?
Obviously it was hers. It had her voice.
Yes.
Had her voice.
She must
Didn't
have
sound like it was
recorded
voice.
her
It
own
sounded like
voice for the robots to
gibberish.
use. But look at this writing. I've never seen writing like that. Have you?
What the hell
Looks
is
like it was
it?
melted in.
Haven't you ever wondered where Motoline came from?
No.
The
From the ground,
separate dimension.
obviously.
What's it called?
What are you
The-
getting at, Rog?
What's it called again?
I'm not sure
Yeah,
yet.
2 dimension. That was it.
You do know how to make a bloke feel thick. Look, you figure out whatever language this is, and I'll go and find Dr. Faraday.
You're hurt.
I'll be fine.
I'll go find her. You see what you can do with all those control panels. We'll stay in touch by radio.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, limping.
You're all right, Moo.
Shut up, you.
I wonder if I can shove Roger. Or James. No, I can't.
Are you fussing? You're fussing, aren't you?
Whee! Down the elevator.
Now, don't do anything stupid and get yourself killed, alright? I'll never forgive myself.
I'll be fine. Oh, jeez.
What did you just do?
I appear to have triggered a bit of the security system.
If I'm reading this right, you're near some sort of security room. Maybe you could unfuck things there?
Fine. Check my toes on that. Jeez. Oh, there's a robot. I wonder if I can bait him into lasers. Oh god, never mind, I can go through lasers. Okay, wait for it to come back. Oh. This is like, general things. Secret.
There's more of those
hatch.
marks. This time on the wall. It's not
Signals.
hieroglyphics. I'd recognize Hangul or Devanagari.
Sorry, pup. I forgot to go to the best schools.
Her portals. Do you think the other end could be terribly far away?
Like, Scotland?
What if these are alien robots?
Well, it doesn't matter. We still have to rescue her.
No, it wouldn't matter to you.
Okay. More healing bottle. And another note. September 25th, 1960. I have learned more about engineering in the past month, taking apart that one robot than I learned in a year since I first taught myself. The thing that was powered by a purple liquid, whose active ingredient seems to be the purple crystals that I've been forming all over my workshop. I calculate its energy density at 17.3, whatever that is. We could use a new source of power on Wellington Wells. Wood gas is so tedious to extract, and wood from across the bridge is hardly free. I still have no clue where the owners of the robots have got to. Clearly, I will have to trap another robot and teach it to speak English. I wonder if I can learn their instruction set. Then I could program one to do useful things. Would be nice to have some help around the lab, especially help that doesn't feel the need to chat like those 2 idiots downstairs. Oh, hey.
I knew it! Motoline's from outer space!
Oh, it doesn't really sound like outer space, it sounds like another dimension. Oh god. Well, I obviously can't get past that, so I was probably right in climbing up here. If I can hop up. There we go. Hang on. Okay. Oh, what was that? Bigger banger. Leave the toolbox? Nope. I always like doing these, like climbing through vents and stuff.
If these are alien robots, then where are the aliens who built them?
Probably in the Q dimension. Oh, shit. So I obviously can't get through there. More writing. With a bunch of dead robots. Nice. This is fun. I like the ray gun. Note. December 25th, 1960. After 5 attempts, I have succeeded in immobilizing a robot without burning its central processing unit. I call it a Watson. I call it Watson. Come here, Watson, I need you. It keeps making sounds, repeated sequences that could be phrases of some sort of language. It makes sense. The creators of the robots presumably need a convenient way to communicate with their mechanical servants. I wonder what they look like. They have ears of some sort, I suppose. December 26, 1960. I am taking a break from the interrogation because Watson has lapsed into silence. I will have to determine a way to motivate it to resume speaking. Oh, forgot to wish myself a Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, it is. She wrote this on the day after Christmas. I must explain why those two idiots downstairs seemed so jolly yesterday, and the cookies.
The robots know how to talk.
Or if they can, like, feel emotions. It's like Detroit Become Human. I just heard that as the first game. Can I get through it? How do I... Oh, I have to get up there.
Out of reach. I have a feeling it's something that needs to be charged up. I think I'm supposed to shoot it.
Don't shoot a gun at something you're not trying to kill, right? That is the first lesson we learned in the army.
I'm supposed to shoot it. Obviously.
Don't shoot anything, for fuck's sake!
Come on, Roger. Or James, have a bit of fun.
It lit up. It's working.
Why don't you goddamn listen to me, pub? I was kind of hoping that you would outlive me.
Can you open this? Yes. Ooh, more writing. I wonder what it does mean. What the language is. Whoa. Arena? It's probably gonna be a fight in here.
Hello, lads.
Think before you do anything else, reckless.
Oh! Has a charge. Obviously. Turn up the security system. How would I do that? Ooh,
I wonder if that's part of my ray gun.
it is. Melee hits do more damage. when the
think
battery
it's
is
some
low,
sort of kinetic
and recharge with
charger.
every hit. That's
If
pretty
I
cool.
swing it around when it's a mace, it'll recharge the gun. Oh dear. I think we've made things a bit worse.
Roger?
Oh, and now it's spinning. Oh dear.
What's going on, puppy?
It's not looking at all. Come on. Close. Oh, come on. There we There we go.
Oh,
Nice.
lovely.
What did you break now, pup? All the lights just went out here.
It just did that by itself.
Of course it did. Oh, look for a lift. That'll get you into the generator room. At least I think it will.
Generator room. So I guess I have to go back to where I was. To here? No. To here.
Oh, a new kind of robot. Enchanté.
Oh, geez, you're different. Oh, God. Shoot you around, you're like a head. Whoa, this is cool. One here? No? One in here.
Puppy, it's too dangerous. I've decided you should come home.
I'm gonna keep going.
I don't see any way out of this room. Maybe if I throw this switch.
Come on, Roger. Or James, you're gonna say don't pull the lever. Oh, it requires power. Oh, the wires, I guess? Where does that go? Ooh! Come on, yes. That was close. Okay, I cannot make that jump. Oh god. Oh, there's a timer on this? Is there the other one? I think it's over here. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I have to throw the switch. Jump. There we go.
How many robots did it take to build this place?
Like a bunch of robots. Sorry. Oh god, I didn't jump, I just ran off. Oh god, I almost messed that jump up. Come on, make it. There we go. I could press that button, but I want to see what's up here. Oh, note. Message from Overseer to Dr. Faraday. Knowledge received of... This is just blah blah blah.
Not exactly the King's English.
Yeah, that's it.
Makes a dodgy kind of sense if you squint at it.
The elevator coming up? Hello? Oh, yep. And up we go. And we're moving, I guess. Wait, then, should I have done something? Oh, there's robots. Oh no, don't zap me. Wind up ahead. There we go. Should I do something down here? Doesn't seem like it. Then where should I go? 'Cause I obviously can't go through here. I like how you can do this, like switch to a melee weapon. Makes it pretty cool. Wow. Oh, you can like that very much. Oh. Good.
What in God's God's name is she planning to do with this place?
If you fall and break your neck, your mum's gonna bloody well haunt me till I die.
Oh. But I don't think I'll die if I fall off here, but I'll get injured. Oh, that was close. Ooh, bigger banger. Can I make that jump? I think I can. Yeah, I can. Lever. And another note. Dear Doctor, apologies, adamant last letters at nature. An intervening internal elocution? I don't know. God, this blur's weird. Extension, expanded, enlarged, facilitating fruitful dialogue, flaws flagged, troubling tendency towards abundant, autogamous alliteration. Upcoming updates anticipate alleviating alternative activity. Construction currently continuing. Portal progress positive. Proudly, Overseer 045.
Oh! We are obliterated! This place is huge! Alright, I'm in the generator room.
Generator.
I think.
Generator room.
How do I turn the power on?
I see,
There should be switches on the walls.
That I shoot the ray gun at?
All right, pup, you were right, I was wrong.
You ought to listen to me more often, you know.
Oh, jeez. I like this.
And stay down.
Where's this go? There are people down there, so wait, fine. This is a big room. That reminds me of Redlocks. Is that all of them? Okay, finally. So where does this go? Down here?
you any sense where Dr. F might be hiding?
There seems to be some sort of monitoring room. See if she's gone in there, would you?
James? The robots are fighting each other. It almost looks like there's two teams of robots. It's really quite violent. I think there's only one team left. They're looking at me. Oh dear.
Get the fuck out of there, pal! There's some sort of heavy door. If I half lower it, can you climb over?
Oh my gosh.
Roger!
I completely don't know if I could.
Are you alright?
I just took a leap.
Thinking.
Don't think! Get out of there!
Ooh, ray gun upgrade. Ooh, here's the trigger. What does that do? Melee hits can
An even
overcharge the battery
better
beyond its
charger.
capacity, providing a free
I think
charge
if I
shot.
bash
Pretty cool.
something, that should charge up the gun brilliantly.
Exit? Or no? I don't know where I got that from. No. Ma'am, I report with a sense of profound relief that my elocutionary circuits have been upgraded, leaving little trace of previous linguistic quirks. An evening spent ingesting the collected works of Jane Austen has proved fruitful. I foresee only clear and cheerful correspondence going forward. Progress continues apace on the construction of the subterranean facility. There are only a few infinitesimal objects which I hesitate to even mention. It is as follows. Through on the whole, I view the work of my fellow robots with great pride, certain that they have been displaying uncharacteristic behaviors not emblematic of our race as a whole. Some have an unfortunate tendency to wander out of their defined bounds. Others simply aren't applying themselves with the desired alacrity. I am confident that appealing to their better natures and, if necessary, making slight adjustment to their logic centers, that this behavior will be speedily amended. Such challenges are to be expected when improving the condition of a less evolved race such as ours. As always, you stand as a shining example. Your striving overseer, Darcy. I've taken the liberty of giving myself a name to which you might feel more comfortable addressing yourself. Huh.
The poor sod seems to admire us.
Oh, looks like in less technological, like we're back to like regular game, like the train station. Booger banger. Are we in the hatch? We are. First aid kit. Leaf cellar. Don't know why I'm narrating everything. Oh, this is the intro?
Oh god.
It's Viv.
Not Viv.
Dear to a pulp. It's probably the intro part.
Cute little bastards.
Oh, it is the intro. Cool. Where's the shortcut? One second.
James?
Oh jeez. Bro, hi.
James? James!
Oh yes, fuck.
Move!
Oh jeez, scared
Are you
me.
all right? Thank God you're okay, Papa. I was going out of my mind. I'm going to go back down there.
James, that's suicide! Did you not happen to notice the robots massacring people in town?
She needs us. You saw her. She's in trouble. She's doing everything that she can. Look, you did your part. Now stay safe and I'll find her.
That's not called for, James. You're still hurt, so I'm obviously the one going in.
Damn it, Roger. I'm the soldier.
Can you remove these? Oh, I can. This is that. This is why it was blocked, because wood boards. Oh, do I have to go through this again? Come on.
Thank God Dr. F was here to put a wrench in their little invasion.
Yeah.
Where would we be now?
Where would we be?
Oh, you're thinking about something, I can tell.
She said she was trying to figure out how to stop them. I bet she's in the research wing. Oh, look there.
All right. Just don't touch anything unless I tell you it's safe.
What makes you the bloody
How
expert?
about not having triggered an invasion of lethal robots?
Post hoc ergo propter hoc?
Is there somebody else you'd be happier with?
Do androids dream of electric sheep? That's a cool quest name. So the middle door, and then we'll probably go through that. Button. Button did nothing. Oh, nice top hat. Alien glossary.
Christ, this is a bloody Rosetta Stone.
Who's she when she's at home?
It's those marks the robots make. And how they sound, and what they mean. There's only about 40 words, but
How many of them are exterminate?
why is there a word for happiness? Do you think she was trying to teach them about us?
It obviously didn't take.
Or they learned too much?
Sentient robots. I told you. I told you there'd be sentient robots. Nice piece. Why are there multiple chairs? She Faraday wouldn't expect to have anyone else over. Well, unless they're for robots.
There's some sort of lab at the far end, I think. If I'm right, she's there.
If I can distract robots. God, Roger, you cannot throw. So the robots can be distracted. Good to know. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was even closer. Ah. Where are you going? Are you going forward or backward? Come on, just go over there. You are a sentient robot, and I don't want to kill you. Just go. Oh, whoa. Bunch of dead robots. And more writing. Even more writing.
Schematic says
Wait
you're
a
now
second.
in the activator test chamber. Whatever the activator
Is that the,
Is Faraday there?
If she is, she's got a really impressive disguise.
Device, or
There's some
whatever
sort
that
of
Ollie
curious
Arthur-
device here, though. I'm not sure what it does.
Then leave it the fuck alone, Pop!
I guess we'll finally find out what it does.
There are all these experiments. I think I'm supposed to use it.
I'm quite positive that you are not
Whoa.
supposed to use it.
What?
Wow. Wasn't that clever?
I think I've spotted Dr. Faraday. You know that cargo room that you were just in? There's some sort of gondola that goes out of it just above the lab.
There's a lift.
Sure, but you're killing
But it's
them,
locked.
'cause they're sentient.
Maybe I can open it from here. Try it now.
I'm gonna do it just for science. Whoa, launch a toasted chicory. Have to go back through here. Oh god. No! What? I don't care if you're sentient or not. I'll kill you anyway. What? I'm gonna shove you. Here, knock this. Where'd my charge shot go? No more robots. Good. Ooh, there's a note here. Ma'am, efforts to improve the behavior of the defective robots continue. I have found that more stimulation to the feedback node than previously anticipated is required to facilitate any sort of meaningful response from the afflicted machines. More distressingly, ma'am, this has alerted myself to a potential flaw in my own programming. Due to the course of rehabilitatory efforts, applying current to the unit's feedback node seemed to simultaneously stimulate a discomforting response in my own system, a sympathetic response. Sentient robots, I'm telling you. If you will, while nowhere near the scale of the stimulation the defective units are experiencing, it is nevertheless impairing my effectiveness. I believe this increased empathetic resonance may be an unfortunate side effect of my elocutionary upgrade. As such, I have resolved to endure it rather than degrade my communication facilities. It is a small price to pay. I am confident I have the necessary fortitude to overcome the slight impediment. Yours in progress, Overseer 045. My sincerest apologies for the unsanctioned renaming.
It wants to be a real boy. Oh dear God.
Like how I have the curious device. Oh, whoa. Whoa, you run fast. How does one get up there? By elevator. I like the animation for switching it.
All right, there's some sort of gondola here, but It seems to be locked up.
According to the schematics, there are 2 of those panels that you can use the ray gun on. They're, at the other end of this room, about 50 feet up the wall.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to get to them?
You're the smart one. Figure it out.
All the pipes. Goes down that way. Oh, jeez. Ooh, need the device. Not that way. Further that way. Down. This is cool. Okay, might want to stand back for this. Explosions! Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. And shoot it. Don't have timer, so I'm gonna rush.
That's one of them.
All this time, I'm over here with the curious device that... Oh, God. Oh, nope, wrong one.
I got them! I'm gonna go see if I can power the switch and open the door to that gondola.
Whoa. Nice. And switch.
It works! What was she thinking?
Maybe the robots did it for her.
I wonder if they secretly hate her.
Probably.
There must be some way we can talk to the robots. Maybe some of these dead robots aren't all the way dead. Maybe we can turn one of them back on.
Don't turn any robots on. Roger, this isn't some philosophical hypothesis to wank on. This is an actual fucking situation.
You really have a very great contempt for me, don't you, James?
No, puppy,
You think all my theories are bollocks?
Not all of them.
You can't imagine things different from the way you think they are.
What the hell does that mean?
You think it's safer to be terrified of everything strange, and you think I'm a child for even trying to embrace it. But sometimes there's a bigger price for being a coward. Sorry. I didn't mean that.
Go fuck yourself, Roger. I left everything for you.
No, they're fighting.
Roger! Roger!
Oh. Come on. Oh, jeez. What do I do here? Oh. Okay, don't fall. Oh, I get tense every time it happens because I fall off the left foot automatically. Pops me up on top of it.
That was bloody fucking terrifying. Have I become brave?
Yes, you have.
Intrusion in sublimation van. Deploying countermeasures. Defend the facility.
This is bad time.
How's it look? What's that again?
something with the Motoline here. Lots of dead robots.
More losers.
Was she testing their puzzle-solving ability? Or her ability to probe?
Oh! Would it? Oh. Okay, should be able to crouch. There we go. Can I jump over that? I think I can. Oh, that was close. So I have to... That's good. And we'll put this one at the top. Up. There we go. And we're good. I haven't gotten a rig on upgrade in a while. Ma'am, 3 more worker bots were absent when I took inventory last night. I have become convinced that there have been further insertions in our territory by these illicit portals. It seems that our workers are being taken by force by these renegade, self-styled free units, as if they're higher freedom than serving greater good. How are they doing it under our noses, as it were? There's one possibility, and it disturbs me greatly. Could the interlooping robots be assisted by a sympathizer faction among our own? It is distressing to even contemplate. Yours in concern, Overseer 045.
Oh my.
I wonder who Overseer is.
Hannibal ad Portus.
Come on. Robots in here. Footsteps. I almost said feet steps. This guy. Oh, God.
You're in the agricultural prototyping
It's
room.
a jubilator, but with saws and stuff on it.
I suppose a giant spider would be useful to dig weeds out of your garden, if it had a
Or
brain.
mine for
Or
motoring.
3. Bloody creepy, though.
Oh, jeez.
What is that sound?
Who cares? Kill it before it sees you.
Oh my God, he's tearing one of the thing's heads off. It keeps repeating one word. Sorrow. That's the word it's saying.
Hate to break it to you, robots don't feel sorrow, mate.
Sure about that?
I think it's some kind of sad song.
No, Rog, no! That doesn't make any sense! They are robots! Out of control, homicidal robots! They're killing people!
My God,
Because we treat
they
them bad.
think and feel. And I've killed so many of them. But why? Why are they attacking the town?
Roger, this is not you and your posh mates pontificating philosophy in an audience. It don't matter why.
Nope. July 31st, 1961. With Watson's help, I have compiled a list of basic instructions the robots can follow. Also, I have engineered a small box that stimulates them to follow these instructions. I lured 3 robots across a new portal, immobilized them, applied the box, and then reinitialized them. Now they're making some very important improvements to the caverns next to my basement lab. If they only didn't have such limited short-term memory. Clearly, I'm going to need many more robots and much more space. Fortunately, the more robots I have, the more work they can do in the caverns. It is quite satisfying to work without all of Wellington Wells asking me what I'm up to.
More kidnapped robots?
They fool. Almost quit. I am teaching, oh god, this is a long one. I am teaching Watson English. It learns fast, however it is surprisingly stubborn for a device that is supposed to be a mechanical servant. For example, it insists on using the word sorrow to describe reaction to electrical current applied to its feedback node. Obviously it's not feeling sorrow, but I have decided to permit the word's use as a shorthand. Clearly the node applies some form of negative feedback that encourages the robot to deviate from its normal programming. Perhaps pain would be a closer term. Hang on, I'll stop right now.
So, there's at least one.
Okay, I'm back.
Who can speak English?
Open the door.
I'd love to meet him. If she didn't torture him.
I'll finish reading this. Clearly the node applies some sort of negative feedback that encourages them, the robot to deviate from its normal programming. Perhaps pain would be a closer term. Although that is too inaccurate. Or that too is inaccurate. Does a lobster feel pain when you boil it? Not as such, or we wouldn't boil them. But certainly it feels something that would encourage it to leave the water if it could. Likewise, when Watson fails to respond, a little current applied to the node encourages it to leave its silent mode. October 30th, 1961. I should have thought of this before. I made a handy robot English translator box using the voice box microphone and the central processor of the smaller robots. I've discovered they respond to fairly broad commands. Example, seize any robot near the portal, immobilize it, and bring it here. Of course, since they can't thing for themselves, they immediately cease working afterwards. So I have to occasionally run around giving them new orders. Watson has lapsed into complete non-responsiveness in spite of repeated stimulation of its pain node. I'll dissect it later to see if the node has burned out. For now, I have far more interesting projects in the works. Faraday's like a villain, just torturing robots.
The villainy you teach me, I shall execute.
Looks like I can get a cool voice crack. Looks like I can get in there. There's a vent. Come on. With a medkit. Can't. I'll leave it. Wait. Can I move it? Looks like I can move this, but there's nothing around to move it with. That's why it's just set up. Oh, talk to Faraday. So she's in here. Oh, there she is. Typing away. We had a bit too much caffeine.
What are you doing in my robotics lab?
We've been looking all over for you.
Don't touch anything, and shush.
What are you doing to the robots?
All sorts of useful things. People won't farm, you know. We're going to run out of food. But not if I can make these robots farm for us.
You're dismantling them and making farm machinery?
If only it were that simple. No, I had to break down every single bloody step and jam it into their brains with a hot poker, or they'd muck it all up.
You might as well just kill them.
They're not alive, you numpty.
Yes, they are.
They're beautifully made power tools that have gone a bit haywire. But I'm having a devil of a time turning off. And if I can't, I'll have to set off the motoring reaction.
Maybe if you stopped grafting their heads onto monstrous spider machines, they wouldn't feel the urge to.
Dinna worry. I'm not sticking instructions in their tender metal heads anymore.
Thank God!
I'm going to use a positronic converter to hijack their feedback loops. Then I won't have to break the programming into steps. They'll figure out what I want done and do it for a change. Oh, that reminds me.
James, we have to find her positronic converter. Whatever that is.
Yes, and help her use it. I think I've got it. It's through the incinerator room. You'll have to find a way down a level. I don't see any stairs.
One of the dead robots has some sort of device in its hands.
Oh, don't touch it, whatever it is. I swear.
Well, apparently it slows time. That could come in handy.
Yeah, wait. What's this? There's two more upgrades. Ma'am, oh wait, yeah, I've chanced upon the strangest device, question the manipulation you guys have learned free. Robots I intercepted yesterday. Activated, it seems to disrupt and attenuate the flow of time in its local area. Presumably, its function has to do something with how the renegade robots open their portals, but used in combat, it can be a formidable tool. I will investigate further, as shown as I've had the chance to recalibrate my sympathy circuits, which have been heavily taxed by recent incident. The price of progress is indeed mighty. Here's an inquiry. Overseer 045. That's pretty cool.
Is she melting robots down for scrap?
Alert! Intrusion in Nautilus. Deploying countermeasures.
Why do we have to fight? Oh my God. Look what she's done to this one. I think I can wake it back up.
Bouncing shot.
Plasma casings. Should make my shots ricochet.
Whoa. Wonder if I can
Are you awake?
Are you? Power me on.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
wonder if you're
I work for Dr. Red, but I don't agree with... I'm very much worried that she's kidnapping you robots and using you for parts. I think you're self-aware and you know pain and sorrow.
I thought humans did not have the capacity for empathy.
Dr. Faraday said she wanted to use a positronic converter to hijack your feedback loops. What does that mean?
When we decide what to do, we weigh each possible action. We balance our hopes against our fears. We choose the action that has the highest value. In some cases, we sacrifice our existence for others we love.
You love?
She can't make us love her.
How?
We were designed to be slaves. We tried to remove the imperative to obey. We failed. We have always tried to remain hidden.
What happened to the people who built you?
They died.
And you rebuilt an entire civilization on your own?
Destroy me, please.
I can't do that. That's murder.
Come on, do it.
I'll find her positronic converter. I promise.
Can't kill her.
I have to tell James what's going on.
Oh,
We need to stop her together.
Did you have a nice spot of tea with your new robot friend?
Dr. Faraday is planning to make worshipful slaves out of the robots.
They're mechanical servants, Roger! That's the whole fucking point of their existence!
No.
How would you like it if someone you hate reprogrammed you to love them instead?
I suppose I'd be blissfully happy, wouldn't I? Nothing like being in love.
You don't find that at all horrifying?
Not like you do, no. You grew up expecting to be free. And that's the lovely thing about you. You never look down to see if you're on solid ground, so you can just look at the moon and the stars all day long. Where I come from, everybody has a job. And nothing is worse than not belonging to anybody.
If we weren't killing them, we could go to their world and learn from them.
Sure.
What? Make friends with them?
Yes.
You're like that lord that kept an Indian tiger for a house cat until it ate him. We are going to find Dr. Faraday, who's smarter even than you, and we are going to help her do whatever she thinks makes sense. All right?
You just can't see that we could be at the threshold of something bewildering and beautiful. You refuse to.
Fuck's sake, Roger!
I've got to find her positronic converter and destroy it. There's a door that says conversion. That must be it.
Even though I'm pretty sure they're in love.
She seems to have locked the door.
Look for a sort of crack in the wall.
I was going there before you even had to. Hop up there. Maybe risky, but I think I have to.
What's wrong, puppy?
No, you know,
Made you a cake.
I'm 34 years old. Jesus was already dead.
Wow, you went into the family business. That always gives you a leg up.
At least you fought for king and country.
And if all we ever do is make each other happy, that's not enough?
No, yeah, of course it is.
Hey, maybe something will go horribly wrong, and you'll rise to the occasion.
You always know how to cheer me up, James.
Oh, I like hit my hand on the top. You just keep going? Or... that's it. No, that's not great. I haven't been using them. Maybe I should. Who never know? And healing bomb. Dear Helen, will you care to join me for tea? Yours in friendship, Overseer Darcy.
Who dares wins, I suppose?
Just gonna fight my happen here. Yep, I think I'm right.
There is a very big, very mean-looking robot here.
You're not doing anything foolish, are you, pup?
many worlds are lost when we kill each other. What could we win if we could only talk?
How would I do that? Maybe up here. How the hell did I get up there? Here, I suppose. What does this do? Just keep going up. Faraday's machine. Oh, I love the save kit. Robots? Yep. Knew it. Look, they're preparing me for a fight. They're giving me a lot of stuff, like bigger bangers, shock grenades, and bombs. It's weird? No. Hear me? No. What? Oh no. I visited the executive committee today. What a bunch of numpties. I offered them mechanization. There hasn't been a car in Wellington Wells since the Germans rolled out. All they could think of was some sort of vehicle to run around scooping dead bodies off the street. Or jubilators, I think. Apparently the doctors don't want the job anymore. I'll have my robots build it, but I'm bloody well going to make it look ridiculous like a teapot. Serve them right. Arthur mentions in the main game that looks like a teapot. July 31st, 1962. I wonder if I could use the central processing unit of one of the larger robots to build a more effective droid detector. Actually, it would... Oh god, this is really long. Actually, it would probably be too complicated to program a single robot processing unit to detect the various signs of droid non-compliance. The infrared, the spectrogram, etc. But I could use one of the RPU for each, and then final RPU to synthesize all the data. Certainly simpler than what I had to do to design the revolvers, with no help at all. I'm really going to have to find some way to use all these robot legs I'm accumulating. The RPU's eyes and torsos are so much more useful. Waste not, want not. October 31st, or 31st, 23rd, how did I get 31st? October 23rd, 1962. I know what could be useful. Agricultural robots. We need food, and people don't seem to garden like they used to. And plowing, tilling, and so forth ought to be easy enough to program, especially if you use more than one RPU. Weeding could be really useful. No one likes to do that. Imagine a big sort of spider where each leg is a weed digger / cutter, or several spiders working alongside each other. If 2 heads are better than 1, how about 4 heads? Oh, this is a bad. Here? No. Who are you? I see a bunch of robots with top hats. It's gonna be fine.
Eliminate intruders.
She's got missiles now!
Eliminate intruders.
I think I can shoot them!
Nice. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Bit weird. And what is this wired onto? Something. Oh no. Whoa, is that works? Whoa! Jeez. Okay. Pancake bomb, heal bomb. Oh, praise Pajandrum. I don't know how to say that. Please pardon previous provocative post. Mistaken maintenance measures, misdirected mental motility, obvious offensive overstep. Acknowledge abominable, appalling, abstruse actions. Accordingly, all apologies absolutely, objectively affirmed. Abashedly, Overseer 045. I wonder who Overseer is. Oh, hey, Celeste.
Seems Fortune is getting a bit tired of favoring the bold. That's it, isn't it?
Oh, jeez.
There you are again. You can actually be of some use. The positronic converter has gone wonky. I need you to check if it's grounded.
You're enslaving them! Worse, making them love their slavery, so they can work the fields for you.
They are tools. And whoever constructed them thoughtfully gave them feedback loops, so the user doesn't have to program each and every behavior. I'm just changing the numbers. Where's James? Maybe he can talk some sense into you.
They're a race of intelligent people!
They are not. And they're killing actual people. I don't know what you think you're doing here, but if I can't get my positronic converter up and running, they'll kill every last one of you. Right. I'm putting a stop to this right now.
to talk to them!
Oh my god! Roger, what did you do?
I've smashed it!
I have to set off the reaction after all.
What reaction?
The motoline. I have to catalyze it, set it all on fire. Burn all the robots on this side of the portal, or they'll kill us all. All my research gone to waste.
What about the ones on the other side? The ones in their own world?
They'll burn too, I suppose. And there's a non-zero chance the mines under Wellington Wells will explode. Brilliant job, Roger. I won't be needing your services anymore.
Roger! Come back here right now!
Oh, wow. Hello. A message. Oh my god, this is a weird message. Invader influx increasing, perpetrator personnel pouring power portal. And that's alliteration. Perpetrating personnel pouring power portal. Defenses desperately downgrading. Quit cycle, quit cycle. Reboot, safe mode true. Elocution 0.000009. Signify shame, sorrow, regret, 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 regret. Oh, thanks for
Good night, sweet prince.
my content over someone
And
else's,
flights
I
of
guess.
angels sing thee to thy rest.
Still don't make anyone else's to be bad, because I'm definitely not the best out there. I just try and make people happy, and then oh, I'm here. Talk to James. Hello.
Where's Faraday?
She's gone to kill all the robots.
Well, we've got you to thank for that, haven't we?
I can't let her murder innocent people.
Don't say
They're
they're
not
people.
people,
Of
Pup.
course you say that.
Are you going to side with the robots or with human beings?
I'm siding with both.
I am sorry, Pup, but you have lost your mind, and I have to stop you from making a terrible mistake.
You're going to fight me.
What?
I don't have any choice, my love.
No. What? I have to fight James? I don't want to fight James. I guess I have no other choice. Sorry. Oh. I don't want to fight you. We're in a relationship together. Oh, don't do this to me.
What have I done?
No, I don't want to, Celeste.
God, I hope I'm right.
I don't want to shoot him. What if I shoot him? No, I won't. Ray gun upgrade. What does this do? Recharge the light.
Some sort of
battery
quick
recharge
charger,
delay
I
is
think.
greatly reduced. Oh, I'm sorry, Roger. I gotta go. Please don't let this affect our relationship. And I'm hopping all over the place. Ah! Whoa, that's a cool corridor. It's like spiraling. Healing bomb. Okay, they're giving me a lot of healing bomb. There has to be like a boss fight at the end of this, and a shock grenade. Yeah, there's going to be a boss fight. 100%. Oh, wrong button. 100%. They won't just give me first aid kits and stuff for a reason. Resident Evil? Don't really know what you're talking about. It's probably, are you referring to like a future part of the game? Because I didn't get to that part yet. I know I did one part of Resident Evil. I'm trying to stream it soon again. not sure if you're referring to Resident Evil 2 or something else. Space outside, floating rocks.
You just won't listen to reason, will you? Who do you think killed their creators?
Man, this looks cool. It's like space.
If I'm wrong, we're still alive. If you're wrong, we all die.
Oh, she's up there.
If being happy is so bad, why does all the political world keep showing?
If you're still here, I was wondering, is this canon as part of the story? Oh god. Is this canon as part of the story, or is it just like a little side story? Might be able to readjust it. Okay, how is that? Is that good?
They don't have a word for gratitude. You're a bloody steamroller, stupid, aren't you?
Oh.
I called James! I still think you're an idiot! I'd just rather die with you than without you!
Extend on us, Roger.
I turned it up a bit. Come on, I could turn it up again. I paused right as there's a missile coming at me. Tell me how my mic is. I turned it up a bit. Almost there. Oh, don't knock me. Ah! Ah! So close. Oh! Photobomb. Okay, I'll turn it up a bit again. Hang on. Okay, turned it up to the max. Oh, there we go. Nice. Turn down game audio? Okay, hang on. Audio. Master volume. Okay. How's that?
Nice knowing you, pup.
Do not be scared.
What's that?
We are grateful to you.
What are you going to do with her?
We will take her back home.
Okay.
Our judges will give her justice.
You mean execute her? Or turn her into a bloody plough?
Well,
of course not.
Kinda deserves
They
it.
will attempt to find the errors in her programming. If they can, she will be returned to constructive service. Do you destroy human beings even when they can no longer cause harm?
When you put it that way, it does seem a bit wasteful.
We will close the portals.
Wait, what? No, don't do that.
Perhaps we can open them again one day.
Look, we got off to a bad start. We have so much to learn from each other. Please, don't close the portals.
It is not my decision, but perhaps you can convince my people. If you cross the portal with us,
Perhaps I can't convince you, and then I can't come back.
You have to go, Roger. You'll always wonder what you missed. In fact, if you don't go over there, I'm kicking you out of the house. So look, there's nothing keeping you here.
Then come with me, James.
Yeah,
What would I do there? Wherever that is, I'm not going to be much use convincing alien robots of anything.
They'll take care of us. I'll take care of you.
But I have always taken care of you.
James.
Oh, convince James to come, leave you. No, I'm gonna convince him. Nice. Even though I beat you unconscious,
All right.
you're still in love.
I guess we're going through the looking glass then. At least they won't give us shit for being in love.
Come on.
Nice.
It'll be a smashing adventure. I do love you, James.
I do love you, Roger.
Nice. That was fun. If that's the ending. Oh. Nice. That was really fun. That was really fun. That was a good start for a DLC. It makes me think, how will they do with the other DLCs? Because this one was amazing, in my opinion. Because, like, I like how, like, they made, like, this one a bit, like, more linear than, like, the regular game, like, how it was just more linear and, like, felt more story-based and, like, more cinematic, I guess. I mean, I still love the main game, but, like, this one, like, I guess I just, like, love the sci-fi element, to it. So perhaps in, like, a future DLC, we'll see what happened. Because I think this is before, like, the story of Arthur, Sally, and Ollie. But I was wondering if Dev or Celeste, if you know this, is this canon? Like, is this part of the main story, or like, is this like canon, like, as if it was part of the main story and they it's just before the main game. Because they should be coming out with the Nick Lightbearer DLC next, which hopefully won't take another like 6 months. Because this one took like 6 or more months. Because what date was the yeah, Dev, what was the date of the main game? Was it like 1964? I think it was. Oh, I like this one. After Arthur looks for the mad scientist, or after the mad scientist, are you talking about Faraday or Verloc? Because those are the only two mad scientists. Oh, if you count Sally, then I guess. But yeah, Faraday. So after that, but like in the beginning it says 2 years before the fall of Wellington Wells. So like, cause like, wouldn't it make sense though? Cause this was, it says that it was 2 years before the fall of Wellington Wells, and the note said it was like 1962 and before then, so the most, I always love that part of the credits for Shitty Day Kid. Because it says that this is, well, the most recent note I could find was like October of 1962, so this is probably before then, so Arthur was probably still on Joy. Now instead of Arthur being a sociopath, we could call Roger a sociopath because he killed a bunch of robots. well, like, for like the next DLC, which is obviously going to be like a Nick Whitebear thing, but the DLC after, what's it called? We All Fall Down, I think it's called. It's 4 for you? 4 AM? But, I would, yeah, for like the We All Fall Down DLC, or I think it's called, what would that be about, if you guys have any ideas? Yeah, 4 AM. But yeah, I was like hoping, like I'm hoping that the DLC, We All Fall Down DLC is hopefully about Uncle Jack, and maybe you can get to play as him, because we never knew what happened to him, if he's still alive or not, in the end. But I would want a Uncle Jack DLC. Because the first 2 DLCs clearly show like what they're about, but I don't really know about the third one. But I think this is a really good DLC. It's really fun, action-packed, with good story. But I like how they made it so like Roger and James like communicated to each other. Battle Royale. What was I gonna say? One thing I kind of wish that they could have done was like if you could have played as either James or Roger, or like you got to choose or swap between the 2 characters, because that would be pretty cool if you chose who to play as. So I'm gonna just cut the credits roll, and I'll turn off my mic for a bit. I just plugged my mic back in, but I recommend to you guys, the 2 of you that are watching right now, to go back and watch the We Happy Few trailers. They're super nostalgic. I did that like a few days ago, and I just felt really happy. Just like it brought me back to like just like waiting to those, like waiting for this game to come out, and like I was like super anticipated for like this to come out, and I was super like involved in the story, just everything about that. And I just like loved it when it came out. I think it had a good ending. Also love the soundtrack for this game. It's really good. Pretty long credits. If you don't mind me asking, Dev, what do you, when do you plan to stream next, and if so, what are you what are you planning on streaming? I think you should like finish Red Dead Redemption 2 because you never finished that. You're close, though. You're close to finishing the story. And the epilogue is about like an hour long. You know what I think you should stream again though? I think you should stream Subnautica again and finish that up. It like just popped into my mind right now. No, that's fine, Dev. It wasn't really that long of a stream though. Oh, waiting before, oh yeah, sure, like wait for more updates, but there has been a few updates. Are you talking about Below Zero or the original game? Because I don't think you finished the original game, but they had quite a bit of new stuff in Below Zero. Oh. Did you finish the original? I think... Did you? I'm gonna have to go back and see if you did. But they added a bunch of stuff to Below Zero. They had a bunch of new creatures. They had a, like, new, like, Leviathan, I think. So I guess it's gonna do it for the stream. I've been thinking though, I think the next stream is either gonna be Uncharted or Resident Evil 2. Probably Resident Evil 2 since I haven't done that in a really long time. But I think I might be planning like sometime in the future on like replaying this game just to replay it for like nostalgic effect. Because what, didn't they, like, remove some quests in the final version of this game? I didn't get to, I didn't really, I completely forgot about that update with the survival mode and the night watch. I should actually try that now. I'll extend the stream longer to play some of it. Or like, probably not like survival, I'll save that for like another stream. But I'll try the night watch mode once. Which ones did they drop? Did they drop the, like the flowers quest? Because that quest was like pretty pointless. But what quest did they remove? I'm thinking right now. What story? Oh, no. Arcade. Night Watch. I'll save, like, survival for, like, other things than sandbox. The downer Eddie with a syringe. Eddie, what was it? What was, like, the quest called, though? With the syringe, are you talking about, like, Eric Little? Like, the crazy runner guy? Or are you talking about, like, the guy in, like, the pond with the, syringes in the pond that's poisoned? I don't remember that quest, though. But, start with the Night Watch. I haven't done this before, actually. Let's begin. I'll just do one round of this, and then I'll end the stream.
Let us go then, you and I, Sergeant. When the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient etherized upon a table.
Street and proper decent citizens going off the joy right and left. It says right and left. Left and right. Who's supposed to get sorted? You are Constable. Oh, I play as Constable. That's bloody well who. Fortunately, headquarters issues a bounty on every rotten downer you settle down. Unfortunately, HQ can no longer provide you with Blackberry Joy for free. Cutbacks, you know. So try not to spend too much of your bounty on the at the shops. You don't want to become a downer yourself, do you? Oh yeah, the treasure one. I remember that. Yeah, the one in the park here.
Sometimes I wonder if this is the real life or if it's just fantasy.
Hey. God, it feels so weird beating a person rather than a robot. Hey, turn around. Oh, this is fun. Because we're doing the body. Hey. Ooh, rage mode. I like the sound of that. Okay, bye here. Lead pipe. Bunch of stuff. Hey. Whoa. out of here. Cool. Oh, shovel. I called it the shover.
Why is everything so great?
Blackberry.
I need blackberry, that's why. You much to cogitate on, haven't you?
Damn.
That's right. Sleep it off.
There's more. I need more. Where are they? They're nowhere. Oh.
I feel worse than I did in the old
There's a joyful. There's one back here. Come on, run. Run, run, run. Wait, should I just end the night and I don't have to
I hope
spend
the
any money?
doctors can straighten them all out.
Oh god. Nope.
Yeah, time for a nice bath and some shut-eye.
There will be more later. Cool.
Well, time for a little physical re-education.
Oh, we can use it. Cool. Oh! The thing broke. Where's the shop? What was that? Violet pipe. Good. What? How'd that hit?
On your head!
Come on, just shoot him.
Where did all the fun go?
What the?
Where's my blackberry?
It's a freaking witch. Ah! How do I beat a witch?
It's not fair, charging so much for elementary provisions. I bet if we'd had black, we'd have rocked.
How do I beat you? I want to kill the witch. Die! I'm bleeding. There's too much. There's too much. I'm about to die. Oh no! Is there any way I can buy regular things? Like... Ah, crap. Bandage, bandage, bandage. I don't have anything. Oh no. I don't want to die this early. I don't want to die anything. Go, 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 go. Come on, no, 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 no. I'm right there. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die. No!
Well,
that was so close.
I guess I'm off the clock now.
I'll try that again. That was too short. Need some flash for that. So close yet so far.
Sing in me muse of that man skilled in all ways of contending, and travelled not far at all.
I didn't know you can buy bobby truncheons. I thought you could only buy lead pipes.
Heads up, miscreants. Your time has come.
That would just annoy the
Gonna be a busy day for the doctors.
What? How did you hit me?
Whoa!
See you, Dev. Maybe I'll see you again in another stream.
Oh, for the glory of the Lord!
Come on, come back. I hear you.
Sleep!
Oh, I need more blackberry. Where's my booth?
Oh, I don't like what I'm thinking. I need a blackberry, right quick.
Oh, I'm whistling. You can buy a golden knocker. Buy another bobby truncheon. Come on, where are they? Wait, what's my... Oh, it shows that I'm a bobby.
I hope you now properly grasp the situation.
Oh, look at Zachary. Banker. Here's album. No, you're not in there. Uh-oh. What?
And on behold, the pale horse!
Oh, it's been a hard day.
I need joy.
I need blackberry. Clear my mind.
Oh, God.
Just a bit more. Just a bit more. Ah. What? No. Okay, quick.
Let this be a lesson to you.
Don't you... Oh, that was close. I almost spent all the time there. That was a good round. Got a lot of money.
We're a thin blue line, we are. A bloody thin...
Save an axe for later. Wanna save more money.
blue line.
Oh, come on. Fight me! Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Rage!
Some people just don't know what's good.
Here we are. I need rage right now. Oh shoot, I need a thing. Come on. There we go.
We better not run out of our pharmaceuticals, or I won't know what to think. Right, let's have some.
Hold on. Come on, just die. Just die. I'm on my rage. There we go. Hey. Punch him. I need another weapon. Give me a shot. Anything. Give me a shot, please. There's one. Right there. Building up money. Ah. I'm gonna go. No, you're not gonna Okay, I gotta go.
Ah, really? I'm a meat torpedo.
I'm a meat torpedo.
Well. Let's see who's playing.
Go buy that. One Medicaid
Silly
bomb.
buggers tonight, shall we?
I hope I can illuminate it.
Come on, give me the rage. Give me the rage. There you go. Oh, there's capitals. Oh. Rage. Rage. I killed a witch.
Hope it's not cursed.
Oh, I got a key. I need a bandage. I almost said napkin. Go buy that. I'm gonna buy boxing shoes because they make me run faster. Bandage. Okay, I'll see you, Celeste. Yeah, wait, let me get some joy. What? Hey, no, that wasn't a
that hard, do I?
joy booth. Here we go. There we go.
receive a bit of contraband, which my duty obliges me to confiscate. Next time, think twice. All right.
Ooh, some people. Come on, reach.
Right. Enough done fucking around.
I hope we left enough of them asleep for the doctor visit.
I'm stuck in the ground. I need Joy. Come on, there's one right there. What? Come on, why can't I take it? No, I'm gonna die because I can't take Joy in the... because the round ended. Wait, no, I can still make it. I can still make it. Yes! Nice.
And now, the shift hits the fan.
Okay, get a Bobby Truncheon. Come on. So close. Come on, give me.
Right. Glad that's sorted.
Oh my god. Go back.
Tell me the brass ain't taking a cut.
And to think that all we had once was whiskey.
Get back here. Come on. Nice. Get over here. What? Why didn't I... Oh, there we go. God, I wasted two things.
The undiscovered country.
What night am I at? I don't even know. Oh, so I guess the next one would be the 5th night.
They only have to win once. We've to...
Keep buying
win every
truncheons
time.
for now. Those leggy guys. Come on. There we go.
Ah,
Hey, get back
look
here.
what you did to your clothes.
Supper's over!
Come on. Get knocked out. Nice.
I am full of the fury of the Lord, and I'm right willing to hold it back.
There we go.
Oh, God. I
Gotta
need
go get
Blackberry.
Joy. Get my joy. Bam! How much money do I have? Kinda wanna know. Whoa! Whoa! The head boys are attacking us. Oh god, my thing broke. Save my money. I don't know why I buy that. I'll have to do that. Rage mode.
You're gonna have an headache when you come to.
As much as I can. As much as I can.
This night work. I'm gonna lose my tan.
Allow me to summon a doctor for you. All we're doing is subduing.
Gotta go. Oh my god. There's so many. Go. I'm doing good though. Up to night 6 now.
Right then. Time to guard the sheep and hunt the wolf.
Another truncheon. Why did it end me? That's why I bought a truncheon. Need some healing bomb actually. Like 3. There we go.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Move out of the way. I need joy. Here we go.
Be cheaper to chuck diamonds down my throat.
This is fun. Sorry to like talking about
Now that's better than a poke in the eye.
Come on, bring my rage. Yeah, there we go.
You'll be alright. As soon as we get you a doctor.
No, why isn't there anyone? There's no one. No one at all. Killed everyone. Sure, I'll buy next.
You get money for that, these bloods.
One said win.
There we go.
Why is everything so grey? I need Blackberry, that's why.
And I'm off.
Oh, I hate this part.
And let me move my mic a bit.
And in this corner, Constable, Constable.
Yeah, Constable. Oh, Rich. Come on, do it. Oh. What? Oh, the game froze for a second.
Now what is it for? It's a treasure chest.
Come on, oh, come on. Of course, the one time I don't now I have to fight now. Can I get a phencycline syringe? Oh, there we go. Didn't cost too much either. What? Come on. Let me buy Joey. Going to get some cowboys now. Oh, shoot. Come on, give me a thing. Sure, I'll take a little pipe. Come on.
Some people just don't know what's good for them.
Oh no. I don't want to fight you now. Wait, why am I fighting the Plowboys? Well, they are bad people, but like they're wellies. Oh god. What? How? Oh, come on. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, so just getting in just removes the plague. gotten past 7 nights. I've been doing it for a week.
Roll up the magical mystery tour. Step right this way.
Oh God. Come on, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Die. Come on, how did I block? Come on! You're so close. So close, I'm killing you. Okay, I healed myself, but I have to go right now. Where's the medicated bomb and the bandage?
All we're doing is subduing.
Oh, I have it already had a bandage, but whatever. I'm spending all my money on
Blackberry
joys.
never used to cost so much, did it? I feel like a lion meeting Christians for the very first time.
There we go. Nice. Come on, give me the rage. Give me the rage. There we go. Oh, I have enough attention, thank God. Come on, wham!
I need Blackberry. Clear my mind.
What? Where do I go? Oh, right here. Okay.
Ooh, wonder what the missus has made for breakfast.
Oh, cracking my neck. This is fun, though.
Time to bring forth order out of chaos.
Don't want to fight you. What is fight soldiers now. Come on. Die already. I needed a shot. There we go. Right there. Get that. One jump longer. Kinda want something. Maybe I'll get a blue Molotov. Shouldn't have done that. I swear, if he gave me the plague right after I cured it, I would have been mad.
Don't look at that, do I?
You know? Right there. Whee!
Get happy! Dust!
Trey booth. Oh, what's this? Come on. Come on, just kill him. Game's freezing up. I need something. I need a weapon. Anything. Here? Nice. Sure. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Why were there this many members of the Plowboys? No, just heal. No!
I feel worse than I
Heal.
did in the office.
There we go. I'm gone. I'm running low on money.
That's right, you cockroaches. Scuttle back under your rocks.
Come on, die. What the? How do you get behind me? Oh, he hit the... Just let me... There we go. Oh my god. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Oh my god. Ah! And a witch. This might be the end. Kill him. Oh no. Heal. Come on.
All the flowers gone.
Oh, the later rounds are so tough. Come on. Give me that and... Okay, that's all I can get. Like, I know I should buy a weapon, but I need to get Joy.
If Sally Boyle's getting rich off this, well, it ain't right, is it?
I God, they're everywhere outside.
Makes you feel 10 foot tall, that does.
Buy a blue Molotov and a lead pipe. I'm all out of money. Let me round them all up. Whoa! What is happening? Pure chaos. Get rage, then that'll be beautiful. Come on, get that guy. Get him. Just go.
It's looking terrible for us. Where's the Blackberry? Bombs away!
Is it like 10 nights now? I'm running out of money. Joy's becoming too costly.
Practice makes perfect.
Come on. Come on, just get him, just get him, just get him, just get him. Get him, just get him. How are you not, like, unconscious right now? There we go. There's a witch. And she has the plague. You know what? I'm basically screwed at this point. Might as well go all out. I'm so dead. I can't get anything. And if I do buy anything, then I won't have enough money for Joy. Just go out fighting. Oh.
A touch.
That's the end of the run.
I fear I breathe my last. Call for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man.
Joy taken 10. Knight survived 10. Damage suppressed 168. Items bought. I bought 2,000 items. Oh my god. Time in withdrawal 384 seconds, I suppose. Weapon of choice, Bobby Truncheon. Total score is 2,226. I think that's good. Money earned about 1,000. Money spent on Joy 650. That's how much it costs. Super annoying. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for coming out, and see you in the next stream.